All right, we have day one in the books. If you are a Chargers fan of rookie mini camp, and there is one rookie that already is fully looking the part, if not better than his very high draft ceiling or draft position would show. So, hey, if you're new to this channel, please know we're Lions fans. We are. Okay, there's the Hutch jersey. There's what way am I pointing? All right, there it is. And we're Lions fans, but here's the deal. We live in Michigan. We love Jim Harbaugh, and you see Harbaugh right above me, over my shoulder. And we said, let's follow him to the West Coast. And we've been covering the Chargers now for a few months, probably 4 or 5 months. And it has been a blast getting to know this community. The response has been amazing. So thank you for welcoming us. And you've become our AFC team. I guess that's just the way it's going to be. But we're going to get to this rookie that's doing an amazing things. And I think Jim Harbaugh just had another Jim Harbaugh'ian quote that I need to share before we even jump into these things. And it just shows you that you have a head coach now that doesn't just want to win. He doesn't just, he's not one of those guys like, yeah, I'm a football coach. It's the best job in the world, right? No, he truly loves it. He has a competitive nature that's different. You know what it's like. You remember as a kid waking up on Christmas morning just giddy. You couldn't even sleep, right? Look, I've coached for 7, 8, 9, 10 years, right? And it is rare that I wake up first day of practice and I'm like, I can't wait, right? Like, I'm excited to coach. I enjoy coaching. But this is different, and this is what Harbaugh had to say. He said, it hit me different this morning. About 3:30 or 4 in the morning, Harbaugh said, woke up staring straight at the ceiling and said to myself, it's not just another day, it's today. All right? Like, come on. And then he went on to say, maybe that's just another way of saying attack this day with an enthusiasm unknown to mankind, but it was a great day. He is so excited to be here. So excited to be here. And they had 49, that's a large amount of players, on the field for nearly 2-hour practice today. All right? They had the 9-man draft class. They had 21 undrafted free agents and a dozen non-roster tryout invitees. And the current Bolts roster, people like Max Duggan, Brevin Allen, other people like that came as well. All right? This is pretty awesome. All right? You have McConkey. That is saying, at first I was coming out here, but it didn't sink in, McConkey said. Then I was out there all logoed up with the uniform and helmet on. Then it was, okay, it's time to go now. All right? Jerry Rice's son added, first day was like me just being mentally focused. There's a lot going on with the rookies. You have to learn the playbooks as well. We have to get adjusted to the NFL, how to be a professional. You really want to put energy into the details because the details are what makes you great at this level. All right? And Harbaugh said it was as good a first day as you can hope for and farther ahead than what I was hoping for. So it was a good first day. It really was. But there was one player. Oh, my goodness. There was one player that was just remarkable. And his name is Joe Alt. I understand, and I've said this so many times on this show. I've said it, and I'm listening to Chargers podcast. I'm an auditory learner kind of guy. I don't like reading. I'll read sports articles for sure, right? But I'm more of an auditory guy, and I know that Charger Nation was hoping for Malik Neighbors. I get it. By the way, I don't know if it makes you feel any better, but we are now hearing, now there's conflicting reports, but we are hearing, and I kind of trust this one, that if Malik Neighbors doesn't go 6 to the Giants, he's not going top 10. Isn't that nuts to think about? I mean, obviously the Falcons were dead set on getting Michael Penix, right? And you had other players filling other needs. You had quarterback needy teams. You had all of this kind of stuff. The Chicago Bears are the spot. We're at 9. They went Odunze. And from what I'm hearing, if Malik Neighbors was still on the board, they still would have taken Odunze. So it's not like it's one of those things. And there's also a rumor that the Giants were trying to trade up, not because they were trying to call the bluff or anything like that of the Vikings, but because they simply wanted Joe Alt. because they realize what a good anchor tackle can do for your team. Now, a couple things that I noticed. There's one clip that you get to see of Joe Alt, who just looks far and away like the best athlete out there at his size. He's strong, he's long, he is agile. It is unbelievable watching him. But the drill they had him doing, and who knows, he could have been working on the other side too, but it was definitely more of a right tackle drill. So maybe they do keep him at right tackle. I don't know. My thought process was that he was going to move to the left. I know Slater's unbelievable. I know that. But I really thought maybe Alt would move to the left because as good as Slater is, I think Alt's going to be a top 5 tackle in this league from the jump. I think he's an unbelievable talent. And I think he is going to end up being just a phenomenal pass blocker, like out of this world. So it doesn't really matter. You have edges that line up on both sides of the ball now. So you need a phenomenal right and left tackle. I've said we're Lions fans. It seems more and more the further we get into the Penei Sewell and arguably the best tackle in the game, right, that they're more and more comfortable just saying, all right, you're going to stay on the right side. We're just going to keep you there because we need protection from both sides. So we're going to keep you on the right side, and we're going to have fun with it. So there you go. Like there's nothing wrong with it, staying over on that right side. Harbaugh said about Joe Alt, he's pretty close to having everything picked up mentally. The mechanical engineering major in him is coming out in a great way. He's there. Like, he's already a pro ready. And that's what you want. That's what you want with your 5th pick. You want a guy who, like, you just trust. You never have to worry about. He's going to do good. He's going to do fine. Don't even worry about it. So that's what I see him doing, and that's what I'm really excited about seeing as well. So he's going to be unbelievably good. As far as other takeaways go, kind of a cool moment with Cornelius Johnson. He actually grew up a Chargers fan, and he talked about his love for the Chargers growing up. So to be here, just being a surreal moment, I think that's really neat. He was an East Coast kid that ended up going to U of M, but always loved the Chargers, which I think is kind of neat. I think that's kind of neat. And so, you see all this and you see everybody back, and I'm just going to show this picture. And like, isn't this just a picture that kind of gives hope? Like, look at all these players that are there. And by the way, thank you for wearing the good jerseys in the practice. Like, those look awesome, right? Thank you so much. And you see guys like Barnhart, and you see some of these former Michigan players along with what are now Chargers and former Chargers and new Chargers. And it's just a sense of hope. Like, this is just going to be a different team than it was in the past. Like, there's nothing else you can say about it. It's going to be better. There's going to be better days ahead. It's not always going to be the most exciting brand of football, but you know what's more exciting than winning? Nothing. All right. Hope you enjoy it. Every day we got Chargers content coming out. Want to be your go-to spot. Almost at 5,000 subs. Keep hitting that subscribe button. So thankful to have you here, part of the community. See you on the next one.